Her mother gave up on her when she saw her eyes. But then a true miracle occurred. Hello friends, our story today is about a girl named Primrose who was born in China and was different from other newborns from the minute she was born. And the thing is, her eyes looked like they were made of pure silver. The physicians were taken aback by the color of the baby's eyes at first, but they soon came to a disappointing conclusion. Because she had congenital glaucoma, the girl was completely blind. It's an uncommon condition that affects 1 out of every 300 newborns and can result in total blindness. Our young one's problems, however, didn't end there. That was only the start. Her mother immediately submitted a letter of renunciation to the maternity hospital, and the girl was placed in an orphanage a few days later. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be inspired by these real-life stories on a daily basis. Now, let's return to the story. Primrose, like all children, awaited someone to take her away and provide her with genuine parental care, love, and warmth. But no miracle occurred as the days, months, and even years passed. The young lady had begun to comprehend what was going on. The orphanage had no illusions that she would find loving parents willing to commit their lives to someone else's sick child, especially after her own mother rejected her. As a result, this story could not have happened. However, as the saying goes, a world is made up of nice individuals and happy families. A family owns a beautiful home and had 2 darling children. What else did they require to be content? Besides, they had no intention of expanding, let alone adopting children. But one day, while scrolling through her Facebook account, the woman came across a picture of a girl. Like Aaron explained later, seeing the picture of this tiny kid gave her an odd sense, as if something inside her was turning inside out. It seemed like it was my child all of a sudden. She showed her husband the images and told him about their baby later that evening. The Austins had already made up their minds to adopt the baby girl the next morning. In a later interview, Aaron's husband stated, the 2 extraordinary people decided to transform the life of a total stranger on the other side of the planet in a spontaneous and chaotic way. To say that becoming parents to a sick little girl was difficult for the couple is an understatement. They had to fly via the United States, Georgia, and China. They had to go through 9 rounds of bureaucratic torture. They invested a lot of money and anxieties, but they didn't regret it in the end. The adoption procedure, of course, was not simple and took several months. Primrose was soon on her way to the United States to join her enormous and loving family. Only a year later, the couple decided to convey their feelings about the baby girl they had adopted. Chris, her adoptive father, stated there's nothing wrong with her being blind and unable to see. And we have no reason to feel sorry for ourselves. People often apologize when they learn she's blind, but I always explain why when it comes to adoption. Something happens in the soul that's difficult to convey with words. We really knew we could make a difference in this child's life. And if not to make a difference in our world, what is life worth living for? Chris stated his opinion. His remarks were full of assurance and affection for the tiny human being. Primrose, unfortunately, began to endure acute eye pain after a while. She wept for 16 hours a day and refused to eat because she was so upset. Primrose was found to have high blood pressure and retinal detachment in one eye after a checkup. The second eye had shrunk in size by half. Medicine was helpless in this circumstance, and the vast sums of money her parents could amass were insufficient to assist her. As a result, the decision was made to take the girl's eyes out. Of course, the adoptive parents found it difficult to agree, but it was the only way to save the little girl's life. She was soon on the operating table. She smiled for the first time in months, 2 days after the operation, and she felt great. Although Primrose's eyesight will never return to normal, the source of her excruciating anguish has been identified. The girl will receive eye implants, and her parents are praying for the best. The girl is presently in good spirits and is learning to navigate the world in the dark. Her parents are doing everything they can to assist and care for her. She senses their unending love and concern for her. She also thinks herself to be highly special and liked in general. Because her parents are always close by, her loyal pals and her older brother and sister, Primrose is no longer the child that's shunned by everyone. She's quite happy because she's part of a large and loving family. Strangers attempt to make her life as comfortable as possible, despite the fact that her life does not begin the same way as everyone's else. Looking at these photos, it's clear that this is the best thing that could have occurred to her given the situation. few individuals are supposed to comprehend what motivates people, like Aaron and Chris. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone else who might enjoy it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.